Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and we're playing Prescription Love, a visual novel about a nice doctor. Nice handsome man. A sharp, blinding light pierces through my eyelids as I slowly open my eyes. My limbs feel heavy and unresponsive, as if the bed had become a part of me. What? I squint, trying to make sense of my surroundings, but everything is a blur. The sterile smell of disinfectant biting at my nose. The rhythmic beeping of machines fills the room like a metronome. Or maybe like a clock, like a tick-tock. I look around disoriented, my vision slowly coming into focus. I'm lying in a bed, covered in crisp white sheets. There's something strapped to my arm. An IV line. What's this doing in my arm? As I come to, there's a deep throbbing ache in my head that feels like it's about to split my skull from the inside. Why am I... My thoughts are fragmented, disjointed like pieces of puzzles scattered in every direction. My chest tightens as the realization hits me. I can't remember anything. What happened to me? Why can't I remember anything? TikTok. You're not in my basement. YouTube, no one's in my basement. I close my eyes, hoping for some fragment of memory to return. Think. Just think. Nothing. My breathing quickens, my hands clutching the sheets in fear. How can I not remember anything? Why is everything blank? Every effort to remember ends with nothing. This is just like, honestly, every time I wake up in life. Just for a few seconds. Just a void where my memories should be. I try to sit up, but a sharp pain shoots through my head, and I collapse back onto the pillow. My heart pounded in my ears, drowning out the faint beeping of the machines. I feel my anxiety threatening to swallow me whole when suddenly... a calm, steady voice cuts through the chaos swirling in my head. Hey, it's okay. His voice was gentle, but there's a firmness to it, pulling me from the brink of panic. I slowly turn my head towards the source of the voice. A tall man stands beside my bed. He's tall, but there's nothing intimidating about him. His hair looks a little messy, like he's been here for a while. Take a deep breath. Man, this guy just saved your life, and the first thing you thought of, you a horny motherfucker. God damn, brother. Chat, please. Did he offer? Has he been here the whole entire time? Do you know where you are? I shake my head slowly. Feelings tears prick at the corners of my eyes. Everything felt unfamiliar, terrifying. The walls were too bright, too sterile. Hey, it's alright. You're in a hospital. Nothing bad is gonna happen to you here. Especially not with me around. The most important thing right now is that you're awake and talking. I take a deep breath, feeling the tightness in my chest start to loosen. His words were meant to comfort, and they did in a way. But they also left me with questions. So many questions that my head felt even heavier than before. Do you remember your name? No, right. My name. What was my name again? What is your name? Alright. Catch the VOD, see you around. Dr. Protect. Here. Are you okay? Did you guys hear my cat? I need them cheeks. What the? In front of my cat? Sorry, I'm petting the cat. He wants pet eggs. Yay! I love my boy. Okay, we're gonna name him Chat. Chat. My name is Chat. What? What? Meow! Meow yourself. You want up? You want up? Up. 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 Hi. You gonna meow for them? I'm holding him. I've got him baby hold. Get your tail out of my face. Okay. Get going. Ow, 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 no. Get down. Thank you. It's all fun and games until he whips the claws out. Okay. Fantastic. That's a very good start. I should introduce myself. I'm Dr. Anselm. I was in charge of your surgery and have been overseeing your care since you were brought in. Surgery? I had surgery? What the heck happened to me? Yes, you were brought in with a traumatic brain injury. Excuse me! You were admitted with a skull fracture leading to internal bleeding and swelling of the brain. Emergency surgery was crucial to relieve the pressure on your brain. So you performed a lobotomy? I stared at him, unable to fully process the magnitude of what he was saying. Brain surgery. Bye, Lynn. I had brain surgery? My stomach twists at the thought. It was a very delicate procedure, but you came through it well. Since then, I've been monitoring you closely, waiting for you to wake up. You have been unconscious for a little over 2 days. The idea that I've been under his care all this time, that he's been watching over me while I was unconscious, is both strange and oddly comforting. I know this is a lot to take in, but I promise, you're in good hands. I could see it in the way he spoke. He was doing his job? Yeah. The careful way he monitored my reactions, as if he was measuring every word to avoid overwhelming me. But the initial shock of my situation beginning to settle, a pressing question rises to the forefront of my mind. Do you know what happened to me? Did someone do this to me? Oh, his smile dropped. For the first time, I saw a flicker of uncertainty in his expression. Why'd you look away? I'm afraid I don't have the answers that... You were found unconscious and brought in by paramedics. From what I can tell. He didn't freak! What? Bro, what are you saying? He's just a normal guy. The significant impact suggests a forceful blow. Or possibly a fall. Unfortunately, I don't have any more details beyond that. There were no witnesses. The people who found you didn't see what happened. They found you laying unconscious on the floor and called for help. A chill runs down my spine as his words sank in. Oh, no witnesses? The blank spaces in my memory suddenly feel much larger and darker. This must be a sick joke. My cat's just... I don't know what my cat's doing. So, no one knows how I ended up like this? I wish I had more information for you. Sometimes, with injuries like this, the memory can be slow to return. Or it may never come back at all. Don't patronize me, doctor! But what's important is that we focus on your recovery. I swallow hard. The knot in my throat tightening. The idea that no one knows what happened. That even I don't know what happened. Will I ever get justice? Something deep inside of me boils. Frustration, anger, fear, heartburn. But then I look at Dr. Anselm. The genuine concern and kindness in his eyes, and I simply felt safe. It doesn't look us in the eyes. I swear he's getting choked in the bad way. Pfft, there is no bad way, Octo. He's been here since the beginning, watching over me, guiding my care. Even though he doesn't have all the answers, he's still here, ready to help me. Thank you for doing your job. But would I let him lobotomize me? Yes, you would. For everything. I don't even know how to even begin to thank you. A slight blush rises to his cheeks, catching me off guard. He waved a hand dismissively, clearly flustered. Oh, don't be silly. You don't owe me anything, chat. I'm just glad I could help. Really, I don't know how to express how grateful I am. You're too kind. He glanced away for a moment, gathering himself before turning back to me. I'm just doing my job. Watching you recover, that's more than enough for me. Whatever happened, I'm going to do everything I can to help you through it. I mean, I think he's kind of cute, chat. I take a deep breath, feeling a little steadier than before. I could feel the sincerity behind his words, his modesty almost endearing. The way he said my name, it wasn't clinical or detached. It made me feel like I was more than just another patient to him. Dr. Anselm takes a step back and giving a reassuring nod. I think it's best if you try to get some rest now. Your body still needs time to heal. I managed to grab his attention before he turned away. Wait. Can I contact my family? Just to let them know I'm okay? They haven't heard from me in days. I'm sure I must have worried them. A pang of unease hit me. Why hadn't anyone visited me? Oh, well... I'm afraid it's past the hospital's curfew. I can't make any calls at this hour. This fucking blistering light outside. Where do we live, Alaska? But don't worry. I'll make sure you can get in touch with them first thing in the morning. The thought of waiting until morning feels like an eternity. Are you sure? I know it's the hospital's rule, but... The disappointment was heavy in my voice. He sighed. And gently placed a hand on my head. I know it's hard. With Riz. But right now, the best thing you can do is focus on getting a good night's rest. His hand rested there a moment longer before he pulled away. How do you know I was hard? Your body has been through a lot, and rest is crucial for your recovery. I promise, as soon as it's morning, we'll make those calls. Your family will be the first to know. Okay. I murmured, unsure but too tired to argue. Just try to relax now. The severity of my situation still lingers, but there's also a sense of exhaustion settling over me, pulling at my eyelids and making my body feel heavy. Maybe he's right. Maybe rest is exactly what I need for right now. Alright, I'll go to bed now. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. His eyes twinkled softly. You're welcome. If you need anything, don't hesitate to press the call button. Rest well. We'll talk more in the morning. With that, he turns and quietly leaves the room, closing the door softly behind him. That's thoughtful. Family ain't gonna pick up? You damn right they aren't. The fuck? Oh, who's calling Clock? Shut that goddamn phone up now. He knows better than to waste our minutes. I'm left alone with my thoughts and the steady beeping of the heart monitor beside me. Does anyone have minutes anymore? Is that even a thing? Maybe for some parts of the world. The room feels quiet and still. But there's a sense of safety in knowing that help is just a button press away. I close my eyes, trying to focus on my breathing, letting the sounds of the hospital fade into the background. The weight of the day presses down on me, and slowly, as I drift off, I hold on to the hope that tomorrow will bring more answers, and finally, the sound of a familiar voice. My sleep was suddenly interrupted. Burner. Okay, nice. So that's what I figured, if anything, had it left. A soft creak that echoed through the room. My eyes flutter open, but I was too groggy to fully register the sound. Was that my imagination? I groaned internally. I can't be bothered. I shifted in bed, wanting to go back to sleep. Letting my eyes close again. Eager to sink back into sleep. But then, I heard it again. A slow, deliberate creak, like someone was gently pushing the door. Still half asleep, I tried to ignore it. I told myself it was nothing. Somebody needs to fucking WD-40 these doors, man. What the hell? Maybe the nurses were checking in? I reasoned, forced myself to relax. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to force myself back to sleep. Being in hospital alone is scary. I've never actually had to do that, but it can't be easy because I mean, not to say anything bad about hospitals, they're great in Canada, but it's not like there's a security force like all around. Like you're kind of in a room with an open door that's like for the most part unlocked, like, and you're just surrounded with sick people, like in rooms around you. And maybe there's like one nurse out in the hall. Yikes. It's less scary with more people. I think I would have more issue with that, honestly. Yeah. But that sense of unease started to creep in. I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. Something didn't feel right. With a groggy sigh, I forced my eyes open again and glanced at the door. That's when I saw them. Them? Oh! A pair of eyes. Oh, fucking shit. That scared me, actually. I didn't see it, and then I saw them. Oh, that's fucking creepy, dude. They were peering at me through the gap in the door. The eyes almost blended into the shadowy gap, but there was no mistaking them. They were watching me. Peepers. Call it out! Get the fuck out of here! Can I save? Boop. I love how innocent it is. Pop. Quack. Okay, I'm gonna fucking call this person. No, wait, call out or threaten? Yeah, I'm gonna threaten them. Do nothing? What the hell? Nah, sure it's not a sleep paralysis demon? Sleep paralysis demon ain't opening doors. Nah, I'm fucking yelling at them. I'm threatening them. I'm saying, get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna let this creep scare me. Yeah, you closet pervert. The hospital peeper. Hey, I see you. No karate. That was the worst threat, dude. I'm laying in the bed. What do you say? Invite them in. So you better back off. Yeah, like that's gonna do anything, bro. I thought he was gonna say call the cops or I'll yell for help. The eyes stayed fixed on me, as if testing my courage. Oh my fucking god. I squint, trying to focus on the narrow gap of the door. I can't make sense of what was happening. What if it's a normal patient or a doctor or something? I'm gonna kick them in the ass. Was someone actually watching me? Am I imagining things? Oh! 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 I mean, what? Nope. Then, in a moment of clarity, I remembered the call button beside my bed. He's getting off on me, threatening him. It was right there, within reach, my lifeline to help. No, I'm not good. There's a bro jorking it at the door. I fumbled for it, with trembling hands, my fingers finally finding the button. The instant I pressed it, the eyes vanished. Jesus, Gab, what the fuck? One moment they were there, and the next, they were gone as if they had never existed. I quickly sat up in bed, staring at the door. The gap was now empty. I listened carefully, and then I heard it. The soft sound of footsteps, light and hurried, moving away down the hall. My pulse quickened, my mind reeling from what had just happened. Within seconds, Dr. Anselm enters the room. I came as fast as I could. His eyes immediately swept the room, searching for some unseen threat. I could see concern in his expression as he turned to me. Is everything all right? You pressed the call button. Pretty sure it was just Daniel, chat. I'm pretty sure it was just Daniel with his midnight inspections. That's all he does. Did something happen? Someone was... I saw eyes staring at me. And they vanished the moment I pressed the button. Dude, hee me, you sicko. What are you doing looking at me while I sleep? I watch his eyes scan the room. Don't giggle! Don't do that. That's scary. No! No! No, I'm asleep! He walked over to the door, glanced into the hallway before turning back to me. There doesn't seem to be anyone. You know, sometimes when we're exhausted, we see things that aren't really there. It's not unusual, especially when under a lot of stress. I shook my head. No, I'm sure of what I saw. I feel like we would see his hair real easily in the dark, though. I'm gonna tell you right now, when you're in complete darkness, you don't see, like, color, you see, like, shape more. They were right there. I even heard footsteps leaving after I pressed the button. Don't worry. I'll have someone check the security cameras to see if anyone was in the hall. For now, try to get some rest. I promise, nothing bad is going to happen to you. Like, the farther away they are from you, the less color, like, the less you'll even notice. Shape and value, not hue. Yeah, pretty much that. Like, I'll see I'll see the general shape of them, and then, like, I'll be like, okay, that's, like, worth 20 bucks, I think, and that's, like, worth a hundo. Sorry, that's my bad. He gave me a reassuring smile before leaving, but I could see the uncertainty in his eyes. You can leave the stream now, by the way. That was fucking awful. As the door closed, I lay back down. I glanced at the door, half expecting to see those eyes again. I knew I wouldn't be able to sleep now, not after what I saw. Before I knew it, morning had arrived because I fell asleep. I must have fell asleep somehow, despite the restless unease from the night before. Man, I must have fell asleep, even though I just said I wouldn't fall asleep. I still feel exhausted. Peepers. Jeepers. Peepers. Okay, a soft glow of sunlight filtered into the room. As I blinked against the brightness, I realized that Dr. Anselm was sitting beside me. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. That's creepy, dude. That's not a good, happy, cheerful moment. He's sitting right next to me when I woke up. Good morning, chat. How are you feeling? I'm okay. Even as I said it, a deep weariness tugged at me. But I didn't want to worry him. He always seemed so concerned, so invested in my recovery. The last thing I wanted was to add to his burden. About last night. Security couldn't find anything from last night's recording. His words hung in the air. What? Those eyes. Had it really been all in my head? Just a figment of my imagination? But I do hope you managed to get some sleep. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond. You know, I've already kind of committed to being mean, so I'm gonna insist. Oh, what the fuck? Music? My breath hitched and anger flared in my chest. Are you serious? I snapped, my voice louder, harsher than I meant. I could feel the frustration boiling over, too intense to hold back. There was someone there, Dr. Anselm. I wasn't imagining it. I could feel them watching me. And you're telling me there's no proof? How am I supposed to sleep knowing that creep is still in this building? Oh, okay, there goes the music. Dr. Anselm looked sad. Like my reaction wounded him somehow. Bro, you just jorked it at the door while I was half asleep. He opened his mouth to say something, but no words came out for a moment, and the silence between us grew thick with tension. I'll talk to them again later. His voice softer now, as though my anger had deflated him. I promise, I'll dig deeper into this. I don't want you feeling unsafe. He paused, a quiet sadness in his eyes that I couldn't fully understand. You're right. I'll make sure they take a closer look. Trying to focus on something else, I reminded him. About the call you promised last night. To my family? Of course, I remember. I promised, and I always keep my promises. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a hospital phone, handing it over to you. Here you go. Let's get that call made. I eagerly take the phone. I dial the familiar numbers and press the phone to my ear. The phone rings once, then twice. It keeps ringing. I wait, holding my breath, but no one answers. Just the persistent sound of the ringtone, and then, finally,
hello, no one is
the voicemail.
Take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I hate you, family. We're so fucking Jover after this. Seriously? I feel a sinking feeling in my gut as the call goes to the answering machine. I lower the phone. I can't hide the disappointment on my face. I don't even try to mask it. He's still smiling. No one answered. Chat, that's so sad. Your family hates you. I would pick up, chat. I would pick up the phone. Dr. Anselm places a comforting hand on my shoulder, grounding me in the present. His touch was warm, comforting. I looked up, and his expression mirrored the sadness I felt. No, I'm sorry. I know how much you wanted to speak with them. Maybe they're busy is all. Don't worry. I sigh, trying to push down the disappointment. Yeah, you're right. I tried to sound convincing, but the emptiness lingered. Dr. Anselm gently took the phone from me, his fingers brushing against mine. I know it's not the news you were hoping for, but I have something that might cheer you up. Before I could respond, he stood up, the shift in energy catching me off guard. With that, he stepped out of the room for a moment. Something for me? Woo-woo? Whatever he had planned, I hoped it would take my mind off of everything. Even if just for a little while. He returns, carrying a tray with a delicious aroma wafting through the air. Ta-da! When it sets down in front of you. That's so cute! Wow, never mind. This makes up for you stalking me in the middle of the night. I look down and at the plate and eggs and bacon arranged into a smiley face. Is this on top of a pancake? My eyes widen in surprise, a small smile tugging at my lips. I can't help but smile back at it. You better make that for Ginger. She's actually a much bigger fan of breakfast sandwiches, but I do make eggs and bacon quite often, yes. A Canadian staple, if you will. Oh, this is adorable. It's like my breakfast is cheering me on. Dr. Anselm chuckles, looking quite pleased with himself. Eggs and bacon are good for the soul. But the smiley face, that's for the spirit. Dr. Anselm watches me closely as I picked up my fork. He's so proud of himself, Chet. He's so proud of himself. He's like, hey, I'll win them over. The way into a person's heart is through the stomach. Or the chest cavity. His eyes gleaming with quiet anticipation. As I lift the fork to my mouth, I notice a smooth golden sauce pooling at the bottom of the pan, hidden beneath the food. Yeah, what is that? I thought it was a pancake. Feeling intrigued, I scoop a bit of it up with my next bite. What? The background changed! The moment it hits my tongue, the flavor deepens. Rich, creamy hollandaise. That's what I was gonna say. Is this hollandaise sauce? With a hint of tang that perfectly balances the savory bacon and eggs. Where, bro, you did fried eggs? Where's the eggs Benedict? Come on, take it a step further. Eggs Benedict. But okay, I'll take it. Did I read that? Actually, did I? The sauce elevates the meal in a way I hadn't expected. Wait, have you never had hollandaise sauce? This is amazing. I'm almost at a disbelief at how delicious this simple meal is. That is nothing but simple. He made hollandaise sauce for you? That's not a simple meal anymore, motherfucker. I take it the smiley face is working its magic. Definitely. But the taste? That's what's really winning me over. The hollandaise sauce adds this smooth, almost buttery richness. No, that's not almost buttery. It is buttery richness, motherfucker. You know how much butter that guy just boiled for you? Like, at least a stick, okay? There's a big grin on Dr. Anselm's face. He's clearly pleased with my reaction. Hollandaise sauce is fucking delicious, though, by the way. I thought the sauce might be a nice surprise. It is! He's a keeper, chat! Adds a little something extra to bring it all together. You weren't kidding. I take another bite, savoring the way the creamy sauce cuts through the richness of the bacon. You could serve this at a restaurant. Yeah, it's called Eggs Benedict. I've never had breakfast like this in a hospital before. Well, just wanted to make sure your first meal felt special. I paused, looking down at the plate again, then back at him. I'd be looking for the ketchup. Real. Real. Yo, I need... Well, actually, I'd eat it without ketchup. But generally speaking, I like my breakfasts with ketchup. A little bit of ketchup. Yeah. At least for the bacon, man. At least I don't like eating bacon by itself. Wait, did you make this? Mm-hmm. But yeah, Eggs Benedict? Ooh. Ooh. He nods, looking a little embarrassed. A soft blush creeps onto his cheeks as he looks down at the floor for a moment before meeting your eyes. Yes, I did. I know hospital food isn't exactly known for being, well, gourmet. I didn't want your first meal to be just survival food. I smile at his clear embarrassment, noticing the way he fidgets slightly. Bro, I don't care if he's a stalker. You can be my male wife. It's cool. It's fine. Ginger, I'm sorry. Like, he's not used to this kind of attention. Well, you really outdid yourself. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. I really appreciate how much you do to make me feel comfortable despite everything. It's like you always know how to make things better. I watched him flush at the compliment. I need more male wives. This time he seemed almost... Ow! I need more male wives! This time he seemed almost bashfully proud, a mix of shyness and happiness sparkling in his eyes. Don't worry. My rule is that I have to have all these male wives, and Ginger's the main girl. But I have to have my side hoe male wives. Well, I'm really glad to hear that. I'll always make sure you're as comfortable as possible while you're here. Hearing that it's helping, that it makes a difference, it means a lot to me. So really, thank you for saying that. His genuine happiness really shone through him. I'm not gonna do anything weird with the male wives, okay? It was clear that my compliment had brightened his day in a way that went beyond mere politeness. You don't deserve side wives. You're right, I don't deserve side wives. I need male wives. As I'm about to finish the last bite of breakfast, my eyes drift to the cup of coffee sitting quietly on the tray. I hadn't noticed it the whole time I was enjoying my breakfast. Black, steaming, and inviting. Oh my god. There's a whole other person in the room right now? And I'm gonna have I reach for the cup, taking a tentative sip. Oh, it's coffee. I instantly paused. Good coffee? It's Bean Slugging. He's in the corner of the room. Hey, bro. My one visitor! It's Bean Slug! And he's inviting me! It's rich, smooth, with just the right hint of bitterness. It's not just good. Tastes exactly like the coffee I make. Not close. Not similar. Exactly. Wait. This tastes exactly like the coffee I make every morning. How is that even possible? I know. I'm sorry. I know. His voice barely above a whisper. So quiet that I almost wonder if I imagined it. He's standing there, his usual calm demeanor in place. But there's something different in the way he watches me. What was that? The words slipping out before I can stop them. He just smiles. A warm, casual smile. Like nothing is out of the ordinary. Oh, really? I narrow my eyes, still processing the shock. No one ever gets it right the first time. Not the exact strength or balance of flavors. I take another slow sip, almost searching for a flaw, but there isn't one. This is spot on. Maybe I'm just good at reading people. His tone light, like he's just making conversation, but his words send a shiver down my spine. I look like a medium double-double kind of guy. What do you mean? Oh, that's Canadian, by the way. That's actually, maybe nobody knows what a double-double is. Maybe some people do know what a double-double is. Though I can't quite pinpoint why. Either that or you've got some kind of sixth sense. It's kind of uncanny. I shake my head, trying to clear my thoughts. Am I overthinking this? This guy's food is so yummy he can kill me anytime. What do you mean? What? You mean feed me anytime, right? You mean feed me, right? Little angel, you mean feed, right? You don't mean that second part, right? I mean, it is coffee. It is just coffee. There's no need to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, I mean, how unique is your fucking coffee order, bro? He's made me breakfast, not to mention being nothing but kind to me. Why am I doubting him? It's just a harmless coincidence. It has to be. They didn't mean feed. Feed, ... Are you okay? He chuckles, the sound light and breezy. Let's call it a lucky guess. You just strike me as someone who enjoys strong coffee. But I'm glad I can make something right for you. His words are genuine. I suddenly feel guilty for letting my mind wander like that. He's been so considerate. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. I take another sip of coffee, feeling the warmth spread through me. There's no way he meant anything strange by it, I think to myself, relaxing a bit. He's just trying to make my stay a little more bearable, going above and beyond because he cares. I shouldn't doubt him. He's done nothing but try to help. As I set the cup down, I glance back at Dr. Anselm, who's watching me with that same gentle smile. The warmth of the coffee lingers on my tongue, and the unsettling thoughts fade into the background. Thanks, Dr. Anselm. It does make a difference. You're very welcome, chat. As he glances at his watch, his expression shifts over ever so slightly. You should probably get some rest now, he says, as though he's reminding me of something important. You've had a long morning, and it's important you don't overexert yourself. I'm fine. Dr. Anselm smiles, but there's a firmness in his gaze that makes it clear he's not going to entertain any arguments. Anselm is creepy. I know you're strong, but you still need time to heal. Pushing yourself won't help. See, Daniel's perfect man is a guy that's a little creepy. It's why he loves me so much. But he'll never admit it, because he's my tsundere. He steps closer, his hand lightly brushing the edge of the blanket as he adjusts it over my legs. There's a tenderness in the gesture. Something careful and deliberate. See? He just said he loves me in the chat. Aw. You need to take it easy. An unexpected wave of fatigue hits me, leaving me more tired than I anticipated. Whoa, am I experiencing the effects of a food coma? Oh shit! Wait, he actually said he loves me, chat. Oh my god, wait. He stopped being a tsundere just for me. Oh my god, thanks Daniel. A little bit of much love, man. Thank you. That's really fucking parasocial, but thanks. I sigh, feeling the pull of drowsiness becomes harder to resist. As if sensing my thoughts, he offers me a reassuring smile. I'll be back to check on you later. Yawn. With that, he quietly leaves the room, closing the door gently behind him. I'm probably having a food coma. Dr. Anselm did say I need a lot of rest. I closed my eyes and nuzzled my face against the pillows. Yeah, Daniel loves me. Time slips by, I'm finally awake from my peaceful nap. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the drowsiness. Something catches my attention. No. Oh, okay, it's fine. The door to my room is slightly ajar. Why is the door left open like that? Was it... No, I'm sure I saw Dr. Anselm close the door before he left. Would you agree to being trapped with Anselm? Sure, he's just my doctor. Was somebody watching me sleep? Nothing creepy at all, honestly. The sight of the partially open door leaves me feeling on edge. I feel vulnerable, exposed. It doesn't help that I'm sitting here butt-ass naked under these sheets. I sit up, heart thudding in my chest, trying to rationalize the situation. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe... Suddenly the door creaks open wider. A figure steps into the room. Oh, hey. Hey, Doc. It's Dr. Anselm. Knock, knock. Smiling warmly, holding a clipboard in one hand and a small tray with medication in the other. I'm here for your checkup and medication. He notices the fear etched onto my face. You look terrified. What's wrong? With my heart still racing, I explained quickly. I was taking a nap, and when I woke up, the door to my room slightly was open. It reminded me about what I saw last night. His face changes slightly to one of guilt. His gaze drops to the floor. Oh, I'm so sorry, chat. I came in earlier to clear away the tray and utensils from your breakfast. I saw you were sleeping, so I tried to leave quietly to not disturb your peace. I must not have shut the door tightly. I'm really sorry. That must have been so frightening for you. I glance over and realize he's right. The breakfast tray is gone. I hadn't even noticed it in my initial panic. Oh, he's so cute, dude. A sense of embarrassment creeps in as I realize I may have overreacted. No, I'm sorry, Dr. Anselm. I think last night left me feeling a little paranoid is all. He shakes his head. No need to apologize. It's completely understandable to feel uneasy. I should have been more careful. Your comfort and peace of mind are very important. I'm sorry for disturbing that. Thank you, Dr. Anselm. Guess I just need some time to adjust. Of course. He moves in closer to check my vitals. Let's get your checkups done, shall we? I promise I'll make sure to close the door properly next time. Don't take the drugs! I'm taking the drugs! He places the tray of medication on the small table next to me. Why wouldn't I take them, chat? My eyes fall on the pills. So many pills. What are these for? He lifts the small plastic cup and shakes it lightly, making the pills inside rattle softly. Oh, these? They're painkillers and antibiotics. Given your injury, it's expected that you'll still experience headaches and occasional bouts of pain. The painkillers will help you recover comfortably while you're here. He pauses for a moment before adding, leaning back slightly as if considering the best way to explain. Now these... He holds up a larger white and red pill between his fingers. Are a bit stronger. Are narcotic analgesic? Analgesic? Excuse me? What do you mean what? It's a potent painkiller used for intense pain. Oh, and which end do I put that in, huh? What are you asking me to do right now? So don't be alarmed if you find yourself feeling more sleepy than usual. He points at the antibiotic, ensuring you're following along, then continues. Since I had to perform surgery on you, there's always a risk of infection, and I wouldn't want that happening to you. So no lube! These will help minimize that risk, ensuring your recovery stays on track. I see. I feel more at ease with the explanation. Yeah, he didn't hit us on the head. I don't know where that's coming from. They found us. The hospital, with no other staff but him that we've seen so far, they just found us. Highly unlikely, by the way. A doctor spending this much time with a patient? Nah, you maybe see your doctor like once a year, okay? You're gonna be seeing that nurse, and she's gonna be extra bitchy with you, especially if you ask for breakfast. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to me. Of course. It's important for you to understand your treatment. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask. Your recovery is my top priority. Lube. Speaking of recovery, the question sits heavily on my chest. How long do you think it'll take to make a full recovery? Nurses can be nice? Very true. Don't worry, I'm just poking a little bit of fun. He lets out a gentle sigh before responding. Because honestly, and reasonably, a lot of nurses, they're just cranky. Because people are kind of assholes to nurses. Please don't be an asshole to your nurse. Just move along with your day. Okay? Just be nice to your nurse. Don't bother your nurse too much. You know, they got a busy fucking day, okay? Well, honestly, it's hard for me to say for sure. We can't push it or predict exactly how long it'll take. Some people heal faster than others. But when it comes to the brain, patience is key. It could take weeks or even months. Seeing the concern on my face, he quickly adds with a soft smile, I know it's not easy to hear. With injuries, especially ones like yours, we have to be patient. I need to ensure you can get back to your daily life safely. Well, it's a good thing I have amnesia, because I don't know what my daily life was like. When you're ready to leave. I noticed a hint of sadness in his eyes when he mentions the possibility of me leaving. It's a fleeting expression, but I caught it. Yeah, obviously, don't be mean to customer service, waiters, etc., etc. You know, just, you know, live your life, man. Move on. You're upset, don't take it out on other people. Then, just as quickly, he brushes it off, his professional demeanor returning. Offering the same reassuring smile, although it seems a bit forced this time. This reminds me so much of Blackout Hospital by Arcade Kitten, by the way. This guy is literally Reggie. What the hell? Are you a pufferfish? As always, your recovery is what's most important right now. No matter how long it takes. I can't shake the feeling that there's more behind his words. Still, I decide not to press further. I knew Mikey would get that. Mikey! Creep Puppy Cat remembers too! Dr. Anselm quickly changes the subject. Let's get you settled in with some dinner, shall we? He steps over to a small cart, lifting a bowl with a lid. A great little house husband? No, he'd make a terrible house husband because he's a doctor. He'd be gone all the time. That's the problem. He's doing all of this because you're in the hospital. But as soon as you move in with him, you'll never see him again. You'll never see it. He'll be at the hospital 24/7. That's how it is for doctors, guys. He sets it down in front of me and lifts the cover to reveal a bowl of plain porridge. Y'all got any fruit? Compared to delicious breakfast he made earlier, the porridge looks a bit bland. Y'all got any bananas? Can I have your banana, Dr. Anselm? I can't help but feel a twinge of disappointment. He chuckles at your reaction. Yeah, I love Blackout Hospital. It was good. I'm sorry, it's not quite the same as breakfast, is it? I can't always be spoiling you. Porridge is good for you. It's gentle on the stomach and easy to digest. I understand the need for a simple meal, but even though it's not as appetizing, maybe a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of molasses. Gives me an encouraging smile as I picked up the spoon. Even some cinnamon, man! Please! Chat, I love a little bit of cinnamon in life. Cinnamon? Who knows? Maybe I'll surprise you with another special breakfast soon. I can't help but smile back. I'll hold you on to that. The taste may be bland, but the warmth and care behind it make a comforting meal. Spoon is... Excuse me! You ate the spoon? What was it? Was it one of those salt spoons? After finishing the porridge, I start to feel the heaviness of drowsiness creeping in. Must be the medications kicking in. I struggle to keep my eyelids open. You ate a fork once? How are you alive? What the? Chat? Gardania? I'm going back to calling you Taint for that one. Dr. Anselm, always observant, notices my struggle to stay awake. No. It wasn't too big. It wasn't. Okay. It was on accident. Okay, I'm glad. Damn, you must have been really hungry that day. Let me take this away so you can get a good night's rest. He moves quietly, carefully gathering up the dish and tray. Okay, but you'll be back in the morning, right? I made his heart go doki doki, chat. I made his heart go flutter flutter. Oh my god. Riz? Why, of course. I'll be here in the morning to check on you. Sweet dreams, chat. Alright. Good night. Yawn. Chat, you're so fucking adorable. What the hell? As the room dims, I hear him softly shutting the door behind him. A simple assurance that the room is secure and safe. With the door closed, I finally allowed myself to fall asleep. Yeah, throw in an ooh-woo for him, chat. The world around me fades. When my eyes open again, I'm not in my room. The drugs. I'm standing in a narrow alleyway. The air is thick, hazy, making it hard to see much of anything. I start walking, my footsteps barely making a sound in the eerie quiet. Something about this place feels familiar. This is where he bonked me over the head. I mean, what? Almost like I've been here before. I can't quite put my finger on it. The more I move, the more the sensation gnaws at me, tugging at something deep in my mind. And then it clicks. I'm dreaming. The realization brings a strange comfort, but also a deeper confusion. Why does this place seem so familiar? Yo, what is this walking sound effect? I keep walking, looking for an exit. But the alley stretches endlessly before me. No doors, no windows. No one else in sight. Suddenly, I hear extra footsteps echoing behind me. I'm not alone. My heart skips a beat. Just as I'm about to turn around. Bonk. Oh my... My eyes snap open and I wake up. Nah, dude, you were looking a little creepy there, bro. What? Brother, come here. Just finish it. Let's just make out. Sorry, what? Honestly, if someone was this close in my face, I'd honestly kiss them on the nose. Even if I didn't like them, I'd still do it. I'm immediately greeted by the sight of Dr. Anselm's face, inches away from mine. We both yelp at the same time, startled. He jumps back so fast he nearly knocks over the tray beside my bed. He kind of looks scary like this. His eyes are wide with shock as he looks as flustered as I feel. Lick his face? You're a face licker? Oh. My heart's still pounding in my chest, not just from the dream, but from having him this close to my face. I open my mouth, but no words come out, feeling shy under his gaze. My words feel heavy and misplaced, as if they'd only make this moment more awkward. Sorry, he stammers, quickly standing upright. I didn't mean to scare you. I watch his hands fidget nervously. If that's what I gotta be, I'll lick a face or two. What? What? Who's making you do this? I was just checking your vitals, and you look so peaceful, and, it's okay. I mumble, cheeks warm. Suddenly, I'm unable to look directly at him. The room feels suddenly too small. There's a silence before he quickly recovers. So, how was your sleep? It was weird, actually. Kicking your feet, giggling. I had this dream about an alleyway. Something flickers across his face. A slight shift in his expression, like he's suddenly paying extra attention. An alleyway. What happened? He's like, oh my god, our first meeting. I shrug, still feeling a bit off from the dream. I was just walking, and I heard footsteps behind me. Anselm, oh my god, he remembers us. Meeting. Like someone was following me. But I woke up before I could turn around. He listens carefully, eyes focused on me like he's considering something. There's a moment where I think he might ask more, but he doesn't. He gives a small chuckle. It does sound like a strange dream. But dreams are usually made up of random thoughts and feelings all mixed together. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I release a breath I didn't realize I was holding. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for that, Dr. Anselm. Of course. He gestures to a small tray on the bedside table. Anyway, I brought your breakfast. I hope you're hungry. I look over, noticing a bowl of salmon and rice. Dude, I love salmon. That looks absolutely scrumptious. Can I get a little bit of soy sauce, though? There's some of it is spilled onto the tray. Spilled? That was fish and rice. His eyes widen in horror as he notices the mess. Oh no. I didn't realize. It was that tongue. No, it's salmon fillet. I'm so sorry. I can bring you a fresh one. It won't take long. Before he can leave, I reach out. My hand gently stopping him. I think it was salmon, at least. I like salmon. That's my favorite fish to eat. Where's the ketchup? No! Not with rice and salmon. No, dude. No. No, it's fine. Really. I want to eat it. It looks delicious. I pick up the spoon and take a bite. Give me a little bit of that Food Wars. No. My clothes just flew off. The buttery taste of the salmon immediately fills my mouth, and I smile at him. See? It's perfect. I say, my words muffled slightly by the food. His face softens, the guilt fading from his face. Barbecue sauce? No, just a little bit of soy sauce, okay? Trust, a little bit of soy sauce, or, okay, you can also do a little bit of teriyaki. A little bit of teriyaki sauce, perfect, okay? He watches me for a moment. Trust, it's perfect, okay? I bet you weren't even wearing any clothes. What the hell? You think I'm just out here naked? Nah. I at least had the hospital gown on. Butt-ass naked underneath that, but there's something tender in his gaze that makes my chest warm. I'm glad you're enjoying it. even if it's not exactly how I planned. After savoring the final spoonful of breakfast, I wipe my mouth and glance at Dr. Anselm, who is busy tidying up the tray. Chick-fil-A sauce? What? No way! Hey, Dr. Anselm? You get a little side of miso soup with it. It's your final option. Did I try calling my family again? Okay, wait, saving time? Saving time? Chat? You think I should ask for the short walk? I think that might be good. You might taste the fish. I'm telling you, a little bit of teriyaki sauce, perfect, okay? You won't take, it won't be that fishy. Teriyaki sauce, fried with the salmon, perfect. Like, actually delicious. Okay, we're gonna go for a walk. I just need a change of scenery. Stretch my legs a bit. He immediately stops what he's doing and turns to me. I'm afraid you can't do that yet. You're still not fit enough to exert yourself. I furrow my brow slightly. Not even walking? I ask, trying to push a little, thinking it wouldn't be too much effort. His stance doesn't soften. If anything, he seems more resolute. Even walking. The finality in his tone makes it clear that he's not budging on this. Just outside of my room? Absolutely not. Purple. There's a hardness in his expression that catches me off guard. For a brief moment, I felt a small flicker of fear, but just as quickly as it came, the intensity melts away and his usual gentle demeanor returns. Yeah, he could have pushed us too. What the hell, man? It's for your own good. Even a short walk could set you back. We're not in a hospital. I don't think we are. We haven't heard anyone else in this building. I need to make sure you're fully recovered before you go exerting yourself. His explanation is calm, but the memory of that sudden shift lingers. Also, it's been proven that it actually helps patients if they go outside. Unless they have, like, obviously, like, an autoimmune disease or something like that. Still, I nod, reminding myself that the doctor knows best for me. Very good. The firmness in his voice now replaced with a tone of approval. I sink back into the bed, exhaling softly. Well, let's get more bed rotting in. But I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the sense of sleepiness. He drugged my food. Wait. Did I take my medication? The thought floats lazily in my mind, feeling distant and hard to grasp. I try to focus on Dr. Anselm, but his figure starts to blur. Lean in and whisper in my ear, "You're my superstar, chat." My vision slowly fading at the edges and the room seems to spin. Before I can form a coherent question, I feel the warmth of his hand as he gently pulls the blanket up over me, tucking me in with gentle care, but it all seems distant. I want to speak, but my body feels heavy. My thoughts scatter. I'm pulled into sleep before I even realize it's happening. I gasp awake, my breath catching as I sit up. You just want a romance with him, it's happening, don't worry, I'll get it. I blink, trying to gather my bearings. We're definitely not going for the bad ending first. My head foggy like I'm still caught in a dream. By the way, I think this is just a demo. I should have probably mentioned that at the beginning of the stream. This is just a demo. I sit up slowly, the weight of fatigue still pressing down on me like a heavy blanket. How long was I asleep for? Oh my lord, you're in the room. Oh, good evening, chat. I look up startled. It's Dr. Anselm. I rub my eyes, trying to shake off the grogginess. Evening? We'll go for the good ending right after, okay? My voice scratchy, trying to shake the fog from my mind. How long was I asleep for? Only a few hours. You needed the rest. How are you feeling? I pause, trying to assess myself. Groggy. Really groggy. I admit the words slow to form. Why do I feel so tired? It's probably because you keep going to bed at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and waking up at 7. I ask, my voice a little sharper than I intended. I mean, after breakfast, I was exhausted. He doesn't flinch or seem surprised by my question. Instead, he pulls up a chair and sits beside me. The same steady patience in his expression that he always has. Fatigue is one of the most challenging symptoms after a brain injury. The brain has to work much harder to compensate for the damage, even for the smallest tasks. It can drain your energy faster than you realize. His explanation is so calm, so reasonable, that I find myself nodding almost automatically. I mean, it does make sense. Of course it makes sense. But why do I still feel unsettled? Ooh, I like the music. It's not unusual to feel exhausted out of nowhere in your circumstances. Your brain is basically working overtime as you recover. It's important to listen to it. To give yourself that rest when you need it. I'm nodding, but something inside me is stirring. Something uneasy. My gut tells me there's more. Something he's not saying. But his eyes, warm and kind, don't falter. He pauses briefly, giving the small cup of pills in his hand a gentle shake. Here we go. Here we go! It's time for your medication. Well, I mean, why wouldn't I accept the medication? Fuck your meds! Wait, I'm going for the bad ending, right? I feel like refusing the medication's bad, right? Maybe it's a good thing. Who knows? Ugh, I'm doing a stretch. Do a stretch check. I'm calling one. Please, get up. Do a twirl, do a spin. Shake a little. Get those arms moving. Move those legs. Twerk if you gotta. Whip out your penis. Do a little helicopter for me, okay? Ugh. I know you don't want to. I get that. But it's important, okay? You're gonna wake up with a Charlie horse if you don't. You definitely don't want that. Okay, I'm good. But I'm comfy. Just do a little stretch in bed then. Trust me, you don't want that Charlie horse, okay? Trust me. Ooh, trust me, Chad, if you don't stretch right now. Hey! Ghost, that's not that kind of stretching I'm talking about! The wank. What the hell? I like my odds. You're playing with fire. Ooh. You're gonna wake up and Charlie horse your leg. You're gonna pull a muscle. Okay, I'll say no to the medication. Because we were going for the bad ending. I stare at the small cup of pills in Dr. Anselm's hands. I don't know why, but today, the sight of those pills make my chest tighten with dread. He's watching me, waiting patiently. But something inside me snaps. No. I'm not taking them. I slap the cup away. I shit myself as I slap the cup away from his hands, and the pills scatter across the floor. What the hell have you been giving me, Dr. Anselm? I'm pooping myself! I feel exhausted all the time. I can barely think straight. And you just keep handing me these pills like it's nothing. These are your prescribed medications, chat. You've been giving me laxatives! They help manage your symptoms and reduce the pain. Without them, I don't trust you! How do I know they're not making everything worse? What if you're keeping something from me? The toilet! Where is it? Dr. Anselm looks stunned, but it's the sadness in his eyes that stands out. It's subtle, just beneath the surface, like he's holding it back, trying to stay composed. I'm not trying to hurt you. The medication is to help you recover. Without it, The pain will come back. I just can't bear to watch you suffer. But I'm not listening. The mistrust that's been festering inside me has reached its boiling point. I'm not taking them. I don't trust you. Dr. Anselm nods, his face falling just slightly as if my words weigh heavily on him. He looks at me for a long moment, something unspoken in his eyes, and almost a pleading sadness. For a moment, I expect him to argue, to push back, but he doesn't. He sighs, stepping back. I won't force you. He stands, holding the now empty cup. His eyes locking with mine. There's no anger in his gaze, just quiet sadness. As though he's trying to remain strong, but can't fully hide how deeply my rejection has cut him. Good. He turns towards the door, moving slowly, almost reluctantly. As he reaches the doorway, he pauses, his hand resting on the handle. If you change your mind, I'll be right here. His voice soft, but I can hear the pain in it. I'll never stop trying to help you. Then with one final glance, he leaves the room. That was kind of fucking sad. Don't make me feel sad for your stalker ass. You fucking creepy motherfucker. Why is he so handsome? The door clicks shut behind him, leaving me alone with my racing thoughts and the lingering tension. The room feels colder, emptier. I sit in the silence. My car radio broke and I just sit in silence? The air thick with the tension of what just happened. My anger still simmers beneath the surface, but the moment Dr. Anselm leaves, doubt creeps in. I know I shouldn't have lashed out like that, but something inside me just couldn't let go of the distrust. With nothing left to do, I let out a long, shaky breath, trying to shake off the exhaustion that still weighs me down. Doctor, what the... Oh, that's funny. Maybe I just need rest. Maybe everything will feel clearer if I could just sleep this off. Excuse me! But almost immediately a sharp stabbing pain erupts inside my skull, so intense that it rips a gasp from my throat. The pain is unbearable, instant and overwhelming. It's as if something inside my head is clawing, tearing, ripping to break free. Oh shit, my doctor was right about those pills. Well, I can't go back on my word now. I'd look like a wimp. I clutch my head in my hands, squeezing hard as if I can somehow crush the pain away. But it's useless. Thug it out! You can't go back, you can't be a bitch! My vision blurs and darkens, the room twisting and warping around me. We got mind flared. Mind flayed. I can barely see. I need help. I need to call someone. I reach blindly for the call button, but my fingers are trembling so bad they feel useless, slipping across the bedside table in desperation. The call button tumbles from my hand, bouncing uselessly onto the floor. I know I have to move. I have to get help before this pain rips me apart. I force myself to stand, stumbling forward like a puppet whose strings have been cut. My legs give out beneath me, the world spinning as I fall. Crunch. The sound is horrible. A wet, snapping noise that reverberates through my body. It's as if something inside me snapped, but I don't know what. Holy shit, I'm literally that guy in SpongeBob with the glass bones. My neck? My spine? Oh, it's bad. Oh my god, we really are a glass-boned man. Oh my lord. I hit the floor, crumpling in a heap. Chat. I barely register the sound of someone calling out of my name. I can't move. I can't breathe. Please, stay with me, chat. Chat! This is all my fault. Please, chat, don't... But I can still hear them, barely, calling out to me again. their voice breaking, filled with immense desperation. My head hangs to the side, heavy and limp in their arms. The warmth tightens around me, holding me close. But I'm slipping. And then, complete silence. Did I just fucking die? Wait, we didn't drink our milk as a kid. Bad ending, here we come. We just crumple as soon as we touch the floor. I really was that guy who's just bodies made out of glass. Wow, did not see that coming. You know, I'm pretty sure in that episode of SpongeBob, that guy was kind of a dick though, honestly, if I remember correctly. All right, well, back to the first episode, or first episode of SpongeBob. We're watching SpongeBob now. Back to the first option, and we'll be nice to him, okay? How my mother described it to me when I didn't want to take my medicine as a child. To be fair, okay, wait, maybe I shouldn't say this. Someone who's very close to me has a bone imperfection. It's not osteoporosis. Very similar, but it's genetic, this one. It's called osteogenesis imperfecta. Basically, your bones, and this runs through the family, and there's not too much you can do about it, but basically your bones are brittle as fuck. And so this person I know, a girl, basically, she would break her bones. Like, she'd literally, like, trip, and boom, her leg is broken for, like, 5 months. It's great. Born imperfect. Why was I thinking osteoporosis? Because that is osteoporosis. Is like a bone disease. You can develop it, and the one I'm talking about is genetic. Yeah, you were born with it. Just chatting for this. Oh my fucking god, bro. Thank you. But also, oh my god. I keep doing that. Anyways, yeah, life for them and their mom are pretty bad because they literally just trip and it's over. You got a broken bone. It's terrible. It's awful. 5 months. 5 months later in a cast. Yeah, I'm gonna break your legs, is what I'm saying by Panic Frog. So I can eat them, because frog legs taste good. Okay, this time we're gonna call them out? Call them out. Hello? No response. They continued to stare, unblinking, as if they were studying me, waiting for something. Can't make sense of what was happening. Was someone actually watching me? Am I imagining things? Oh. Nope. Press the call button. Okay, I'm gonna do the skips because we already played the game, okay? So we're gonna... Yeah, let's let it go. Let's let it go, right? Let it go. I mean, he is Canadian, so it makes sense. Actually, frog legs are a way more redneck thing than you think they are. Let's let it go. Yeah, I did. But the truth sat heavy in the back of my mind, a weight I couldn't quite shake. Even though the memory of last night still gnawed at the edges of my mind. I got a cat. Hello? I'll pet you. Just calm down. Sorry, I pet one of my cats today. Yeah, you heard the cat? Yeah, I pet one of my cats, but the other one I didn't give very much attention because he was ignoring me. And now he's here for the attention. Murr. Murr. There you go, buddy. Grr, grr. That is my brown cat, Udon. My black cat, Soba, is on the desk. He's chill. There was no use in overthinking it now. Trying to focus on something else, I reminded him. Oh, okay. So it just skips that? Okay, it skips. Let's go. Oh, that's a big skip. That's a big skip. Oh my lord, that was a big skip. Okay. Can I try calling my family again? Of course. Let me get you the phone. He leaves the room, briefly. Gotta meow at them to let them know you can hear them talk poop about. I'm going to murder this man for real. Who? And returns with the phone in hand. I dial the number carefully, each press deliberate. I even double check the numbers to make sure they're right. I bring the phone to my ear, waiting for the familiar ring, but again, the doctor. There's no answer. I frown. This is the second time they haven't picked up. Something doesn't feel right. I take a closer look at the phone and realize there's no signal. Confused, I asked him, why isn't there any service? Dr. Anselm pauses for a beat before offering a quick response. Oh, it's... I can't help but feel the explanation felt strangely rushed. Yeah, it was strangely rushed. I couldn't even read any of all... It's probably just a connection issue. The signal's always a bit tricky in this building. Oh, he said that shit real quick, and then I pooped myself. The room feels too quiet now, like the silence is pressing down on me. I sink back into the bed, exhaling softly. But I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the sense of sleepiness. Wait, did I take my medication? The thoughts float lazily in my mind. Okay, I'm gonna skip again. And I guess this time we're gonna take the medication. I mean, why not, right? Yeah, sure. I take it from him. It wasn't me this time, chat. It was him. He farted. The pills rolling slightly in the plastic as I tilt the cup in my hand. These will help. You've been pushing yourself. Damn, bro just handed me pills while farting. Your body needs the support. I nod, lifting the cup to my lips. The pills go down easily with a sip of water. I don't raw dog my pills. I do not need a diaper. Motherfucker, I will poop in your pants, okay? That's what I'll use as my diaper. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's happening right now in your pants, chat. Your pants. The taste familiar, leaving a slight bitterness on my tongue, like always. I'm inside of your pants, all of you right now. And you're making me poop in them. I feel a little more at ease as the fog in my mind starts to clear, if only slightly. I'm not wearing pants, I'm in your underwear. Good. Don't worry. I will take care of you. You'll start to feel better soon. There's always something so reassuring about him. This quiet patient. Chat, I don't need to know that much. I don't want to go into the next step. I don't want to take the next step. I don't even know if I'm that freaky. Am I though? The way he never seems frustrated, even when I ask the same questions over and over. It's like he understands without needing me to explain. Thank you. I say softly, sinking back into the bed. The sheets cool against my skin. My eyes are still heavy, but I'm less tense now, more at ease. His presence always seems to have that effect on me. Dr. Anselm stays seated beside me for a moment longer. Then, he stands slowly, as if not wanting to disturb the calm that's settling over the room. If you need anything, just press the call button. I'll always be here for you. As the door closes softly behind him, the room feels quieter, but in a peaceful way. Honestly, Gab, that's really fucking based. I do it all the time. I used to do it so much. I used to just die in my bed in jeans. It was great. I like my jeans. They're comfy. As the door closes softly behind him, the room feels quieter, but in a peaceful way. Like all the tension has been drained away. Yeah, hey, put your clothes back on, chat. Little Angel, you'd be surprised to hear there's a lot of people in this chat right now that watch me for some reason are clothesless. I don't know why. They just decide to watch my stream. They redeem the moan button a bunch and they tell me that they're not wearing anything. It's very odd. I don't know what they're doing. I pull the blanket up around me, feeling safe, cared for, and finally ready to rest. Dr. Anselm's words linger in my mind as I close my eyes. I'll always be here for you. Ah, Daniel, no! You're not supposed to say what you're doing! With that thought, I let go of the last of my worries and let sleep take over. Trusting that when I wake, I'll still be in good hands. Oh, okay, and that's the other end. So either you take one step out of bed and burst into a million shards of glass, or you take your pills and you keep living this horrible fantasy of being in love with this man forever. But that is just the demo, and technically that is the story progression ending, that neutral ending. Like, you take the pills. The bad ending, obviously, you're fucking dead. And that's Prescription Love's demo. All endings. So that's all we get for right now. We get some creepiness. We get some cute cooking. Take a sip. You know, no one's gotten a hydrate in a while. Take a sip. I need more of him. Yeah, honestly, that was nice. It was comfy. I liked him. Something about it. We're definitely in his house, right? We're definitely in his house. We're definitely 100% in his house. There's no way we're in a hospital. At some point, someone would have fucking walked in there, okay? Whether it was just someone looking for their family member in a hospital to an actual nurse, okay? We're on a really elaborate set, yeah, for sure. Secondly, he must be a real doctor, or at least a pharmacist, considering the pills he's giving us do actually matter. They are stopping something. So something is clearly wrong with us. Probably the beatdown he gave us in the alleyway. Hopefully nothing else happened. Clock, what's happening? The outro is what's happening. I'm ending the video for YouTube right now. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that. It was fun. I liked it. It was a cute game. Also extremely creepy at times, but really fun. So make sure to, I'll leave the link in the description below. You can check it out. I will be playing more of this as more comes out. But if you want to play it for yourself, check it out. Maybe rate it on itch. It's a free demo, so go ahead and try it again for yourself. And make sure you subscribe and clock that like button, because I'm really cool. And if you like this video, we play lots of games just like this. Daily uploads on the channel, almost daily streams on the Twitch. Please, please, please help me. I want to hit 20k subs. And then we'll do a even bigger live stream for 20k subs, okay? So anyways, thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good night, whatever it is for you right now. I'm clocking out. See you next time. Peace. Oh, and to all my current subscribers, you guys are awesome. Love you guys. I guess you're pretty cool, guys. I guess you're pretty awesome, okay? Thank you so much. See ya. Carnival. Octo. It's so late. It's less than a week. Okay, if you haven't heard about it, YouTube, there's a Clock's Carnival of Curiosities art event. Please join the Discord for more information. Draw Clock. Draw your own OC. Please draw your own OCs. I want to see your OCs, okay? Draw them in some carnival gear, enjoying a carnival, whatever you like. Just draw them. Give me a transparent image, too, of your character in the clock. Or you can still do my own character, too, or any character you want, okay? Just join the art event. It'll be a lot of fun. October... Right now, tentative date is October 27th. Join the Discord for sure, okay? I'll see you next time. Peace.